I will destroy everything I see! It's who I am!
After preventing the Tricarrier from crashing into the Cheyenne Mountain nuclear bunker, the agents of SMASH are framed. They surrender to Nick Fury, who ensures they are taken into the vault. Their mugshots are taken and they are dressed in prison clothes. Upon getting into the vault, they see the Absorbing Man, Wrecker, Thunderball, Bulldozer, Titania, and lastly Pile Driver locked up in maximum security, and the Abomination as their warden. He calls himself their perfect warden because no one knows their strengths and weaknesses better than him. He then confiscates their weapons before informing them that he has replaced the human guards with Hulk Busters. With a command, he orders the guards to take them away. Realizing they'll be locked up with the villains, the party members express their opinions, ranging from A-Bomb being scared to drop the soap to Hulk, who believes everyone deserves a second chance. Abomination then locks them in their cells, laughing and vowing they'll be stuck there forever. Hulk, who had already informed the team to stay put and act like normal prisoners till they unravel Abomination's plans, stops Scar from raging in the cell due to his phobia of small rooms. On the other hand, She-Hulk reads legal case books for her defense, but Titania, who acts interested, rips them to shreds and tosses them at her. She tells the Green Girl that she's wasting her time thinking her law knowledge will help her out of the vault. She-Hulk then informs her that she has a law degree, reminding Titania of her life choices and how they led her into the vault. Titania mocks She-Hulk due to the irony of being in the same cage as her. As for Red Hulk, he fumes. Annoyed that he's trapped and in the process, he heats the room. A-Bomb quickly cools him down and whispers, he has an idea which will get them out. Curious, Red Hulk asks him for details, but A-Bomb reminds him that Abomination is watching them through his cameras. Red Hulk believes that Abomination has bigger plans than being a prison warden. Shortly after, Abomination calls for Hulk and takes him to his office, where Nick Fury asks him how they are holding up. Hulk complains a bit about their situation and informs them that they didn't commit any crime. To his surprise, Nick Fury agrees, but he says he doesn't have proof to help them out, so for the time being, Fury instructs Abomination to guarantee him that the Hulks won't be harmed. Abomination agrees only on the condition that they follow his rules, and as soon as Fury disconnects the call, Abomination tells Hulk that he won't follow the rules, and Hulk would probably rage and attack Fury when he arrives at the vault. Annoyed, Hulk learns Abomination's true motive and vows to keep his cool till Fury arrives. One time during lunch, the Absorber Man trips A-Bomb and makes fun of him. Red Hulk gets mad, but Hulk and the others calm him down, reminding him of their plan to avoid solitary confinement. He agrees, but the Absorber Man takes the step a little further by pouring food on Hulk's face. Seeing that he isn't getting any reaction, he moves over to Red Hulk and spills the food on his clothes. As if praying for the villain to cross his boundaries to vent out his rage, Red Hulk prints the Absorbing Man's face on the food tray, and it immediately leads to a food fight among the prisoners. Hulk watches Abomination wait in anticipation for his moves, but he doesn't join the other mutants. After getting his fill, Abomination captures the other Hulks and electrocutes Bruce. He then cuffs his arm and locks him in a separate cell. By Nights Out, while the other party members slack off in their cells, Abomination lets some of the villains loose. They go straight to the storeroom and grab their weapons before heading to where Hulk is held up. Confused, he asks them what they're doing there, and they tell him it's Abomination's orders to have them welcome him into the vault. Immediately, they take their turns on him, using him as their stress reliever. While the others get mad after hearing all the grunt noises coming from the cell, Red Hulk asks A-Bomb for the escape plan. Meanwhile, Abomination watches the beating down, and knowing Hulk won't be able to hold his cool for long, he quickly calls for Fury, saying Hulk wants to see him. After the call, Abomination watches Red Hulk act nonchalantly in his cell, so he wonders what's wrong since he's supposed to be enraged. He then leaves to check on them and is shocked to see that they've escaped the cell. How? A-Bomb had reprogrammed his camera, which Abomination uses to monitor them to play a loop of their nonchalant actions. Then they attacked one of the Hulkbusters that came in to check on them during Nights Out, so they moved out of the entrance as soon as Abomination went in to check on them. Currently, Abomination orders his guards to the storehouse where the weapons are kept, but before they arrive, the escapees retrieve their weapons and prepare for combat. The alarms of the vault start blaring, so Fury, who's on his way, calls Abomination to find out what had happened, and Abomination tells him Hulks are rampaging. Fury then orders him to hold out till he gets there, but Abomination, before cutting the call, tells Fury he'll resort to extreme measures. Meanwhile, Hulk, who has been pummeled non-stop, finally snaps and tells them that he isn't locked up with them, but they are locked up with him. He reverses the beatdown and destroys the special cell. Abomination, on the other hand, marvels as his plan comes to fruition, but he sees the others easily take down the Hulkbusters and concludes he'll initiate the purge. Red and A-Bomb free the others, and She-Hulk tosses the Book of Law at Titania, believing she deserves a second chance. They then rush into Hulk's cell to rescue him, but he almost turns them into mushed pickles. Thankfully, they hold him, and She-Hulk calms him down with the power of family, just like a famous race car driver would have wanted. Suddenly, they hear a rumbling, and Hulk tells them it's best they escape, so they forcefully open the exit door and learn that Abomination is flying them into space. The villains show up shortly and try attacking the Hulks, but Titania helps them out by informing them of a Hulkbuster sniping at them. In the process, the Absorber Man gets struck and almost tossed out of the vault. Luckily, Hulk saves him and tells him he isn't a bad guy. Before closing the exit door, they see Abomination getting away in a smaller aircraft. Fury contacts them, and as Hulk briefs him on what's happening, Abomination shoots at Fury. With the shield's hands tied, Bruce and the others decide to fend for themselves, so they head to the control room where the vault's reactor counts down. They are welcomed with lots of Hulkbusters, and they all cooperate to take them down. While at it, they try to reduce the overload on the reactor, and with the Absorber Man's help, they send it out of the ship just before it blows up. Unfortunately for the Abomination, Fury's fellow jet fighters show up and they shoot down his aircraft. After the whole bout, Fury meets with the Hulks and thanks them for their heroic actions. He then clears them free of their charges with the evidence he got and transfers the remaining prisoners to another facility. While at it, Hulk thanks the Absorber Man for his help in saving them, and She-Hulk does the same to Titania. After the events in which the leader framed the agents of SMASH for damage in Vista Verde, S.H.I.E.L.D. officially cleared them of wrongdoing. With that cleared up, they set out to track down Samuel Stearns, the leader's whereabouts. The agents follow the trail to the Isle of Lucy. As they face a lot of robots which they gleefully pummel through, She-Hulk wonders if the leader, Samuel Stearns, is on the island, and Hulk assures her, based on his gut feeling. Suddenly, one of the bots showcases the leader's hologram who talks down on them, saying he's leagues ahead of them. He baits Bruce brutally, so the Hulk pummels through all the bots and can't control his rage, smashing everything across his path. Seeing a dead end right before them, Bruce ignores She-Hulk's effort in calming him down and takes his frustration out on the rocky walls. To their surprise, it opens up, revealing a path to a secret lair. Still angry, Bruce charges in looking for the leader, so the others follow him, and Red Hulk notes it looks familiar, but as soon as they get in, the path behind them shuts, and they are thrown off balance. Red Hulk observes the surroundings and realizes it's the green room he built years ago to contain Hulk back in the day that he never finished. As Hulk continues hitting the walls to carve away, nothing happens, just like Red Hulk has designed. Unfortunately, the leader shows up and showcases the place's improvements by using one of the artillery pieces Red Hulk installed, which can fire an anti-gamma ray. Enraged, Hulk leaps at the weapon and tries to tear it off. In the process, it explodes, and he gets smacked so hard he has a change of attitude. After Red briefs them about the function, A-Bomb makes fun of his weapons for never working on Bruce. Annoyed, Red almost has a go at him, but to everyone's surprise, Hulk stops them and hugs them, saying he forgives Red. The leader appears again and insults them, baiting them to follow him into a maze he's built. And as for Hulk, he calmly walks behind them after noting how clear his mind is for being too calm. After he leaves, his silhouette on the wall where he got wallpapered earlier gains consciousness. After chasing after the leader's hologram, they get trapped several times. Red Hulk then recalls the facility having identical trap boxes, but with different features. One time, they get stuck in one of them and are nearly drowned in liquid metal, but thanks to Hulk's calm demeanor, they float it out and have Red recall the way out. He successfully helps them out, but comes across the leader, who informs him that he has tweaked the facilities, entrapping them again. Red gets mad and leaps at the hologram and hugs himself as expected. His body heats up and he punches the ground severally, so Bruce tries to calm him. Instead, he punches Bruce and he doesn't get hit back. Suddenly, spikes emerge from the wall, and as they struggle against it, Bruce sits this one out like he's performing the Zen pose, and to their surprise, the spikes stop. That's when they realize that the anti-gamma cannon must have blasted the rage out of him, which is why he's mentally human. As they wonder how to get out of the loop rooms, Bruce calmly taps the walls and secures the exit for them. Outside the room, Red assures them he can get them out, so he operates the control buttons in the facilities, but unfortunately, the lights go out and he gets dragged out of their sight against his will. With the lights restored, She-Hulk tries it again to get them out, but it activates the room's anti-gravity and some gamma weapons that can hurt them. While the team struggles to evade the weapons, Bruce calmly floats like he has attained nirvana and tells them the weapons can destroy each other. As they employ the tactic, A-Bomb sees the Dark Shadow grab a hold of Scar and vanish with him. He concludes the Shadow as the person who got Red. Bruce doesn't get mad and the others wonder what's wrong with him. The leader appears again and tries to invite the team, but Hulk tells him he won't fall for his tricks. The leader then reveals his absolute control over the room and asks them to find him if they want Scar and Red. Skeptical about the trap, She-Hulk and A-Bomb conclude not entering the maze, but Hulk surprises them by casually waltzing into the place like a prime medieval dancer. They follow him and even save him from the traps, but he acts unconcerned and keeps heading to the paths that open up to him like it's a higher being showing him the way. After several attempts, the last two members are snagged up by the Shadow while Bruce acts calm looking for them. Moments after, he continues looking for the leader and he falls into one of the loop rooms, which releases tear gas. Calmly, he enters the vent and destroys the machine, and as expected, his weight betrays him, causing him to fall out of the vent. When he gets up, he sees the leader right in front of him. Stern then reveals the remaining agents who got captured as if he planned to use them for a negotiation. They expect Hulk to rage and whack the leader so badly his fists will be imprinted on his face, but Hulk tells him he isn't ready for that. The leader then summons the Shadow, calling it Dark Hulk. Upon seeing his nightmare, Bruce calls it a myth, like a tooth fairy, but the myth clobbers him so badly that he is tossed several meters away like a rag doll. The leader then reveals he tweaked the anti-gamma cannon so it can physically manifest the Hulk's dark personalities. He intends to unleash 5 of them into the world to destroy it. They watch as Hulk gets beaten to a pulp and learns there's no anger inside of him. Having realized the leader's plan, Hulk learns that he plans to show the world that the team members are nothing more than monsters. He then tries talking his way through like a tree hugger, so A-Bomb asks him why he wants to hug. Instantly, Bruce gets an idea from the statement, so he evades the Dark Hulk and holds him up against the anti-gamma blaster. As a result, he slowly absorbs the Dark Hulk, calling it a part of him. Trying to stop what's going on, the leader increases the anti-gamma cannon's output, and the other teammates' cuffs shut down. They quickly help fight off other drones sent against Bruce, while the leader struggles with the controls. Eventually, the anti-gamma cannon blows up, and Bruce successfully absorbs his dark side. He walks straight to the leader and smashes the controls before terrifying him with his fists. Lastly, Hulk insults the leader, saying he isn't that bright. Offended, the green Brainiac lets his fist loose on him severely like a tissue against a hurricane. Hulk then reciprocates by crashing him against the hard walls of the facilities. Hulk then tosses the leader inside one of the loop cages before sealing it shut and forcefully injecting it amidst the other shuffling cages. Not able to contain his anger, Hulk leaps at the cage and pummels it non-stop. The end. Thank you for sticking to the end of my video. Please do me the biggest favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video.